Hello everyone, today I am going to show you the simplest way to create search navigator using After Effects expression. As you see in this output, this navigator move around this map and that particular area show in this square area, and even you can zoom that area and all those stuff. Okay, so let's move into After Effects. So here in After Effects I have two maps. One is 2K image, the size of that particular image is 20481024, and another that I use for that zoom area, that is 8K. Okay, so how you deal with these two images and the calculation and all those stuff. So first of all, here I create one new composition by drag this 2K image into this composition icon, and just I drag this composition outside my folder of image, and here I rename this composition to 2K main comp. Now I need to create one more 2K composition, so I click on this create new composition. I name it 8K to 2K, and here I just set it to 2048 by 1024, and the duration of this particular composition is 1000 or whatever. So I just click OK, and now I drag this 8K image in this 2K composition. Okay, and what I have to do, because the ratio of this image 2K and 8K are same, so what I have to do, just right click over here, go to transform and fit to comp. So basically I resize this image and fit that image into 2K size. Now what I have to do, I have to just drag this 8K to 2K composition into one more new composition. Okay, and I name it as my zoom window. Okay, I just double click on it to open this thing. Now as you see in the output that the zoom window is square in area. So what I have to do, I just activate this zoom window. I go to composition, compositing setting, and just I set it to 300 by 300. I do not move my image and all these things. I just resize my composition to 300 by 300. Okay. Now I move to my main composition. Here again, if you feel that you want to create that navigator that I show, that circle and all those stuff, so for that what I have to do, I create one more composition, same 300 by 300 as your zoom window, and here I name it to navigator. Click OK, And right now I just create one solid layer, maybe red color, and I just decrease the opacity to 40%. Okay, now I again go to 2K main composition. Now I drag my navigator over here. Okay, so you can replace anything, or you can design some good motion graphics as I show in the output on this particular composition. Now what I have to do, whenever I move this navigator, it will automatically move my window composition like this or that. So now what I have to do, you study the thing that if I move my navigator to right hand side, so in the reference of this window my map move towards left. Same way, if you move your navigator in up direction, in reference to this window my map move in down direction. Okay, so what I have to do, so I just go to zoom window, and here I activate anchor point, and for that I press A. And now you see, if I change my value of anchor point to right hand side, it feels that my image move in left hand side. So technically my anchor point moved towards right hand side of this particular content, but because of I do not change my position, it's stuck over here. So what I have to do, I have to connect, I just reset this thing by right click and reset. What I have to do, I have to connect the position of my navigator to anchor point of my this zoom window. So there are two different composition. So what I have to do to connect the position of this navigator to anchor point of this zoom window, I just drag my zoom window over here. See, this purple color has happened. So now here I activate my 2K main composition, and here zoom window. So now I have to apply expression in this anchor point. So to apply expression over here, I just click Alt on this stopwatch, Alt, and click on this stopwatch. Okay, so it will open this expression editor. And what I have to do, I just use this picker controller, and I just pick the position of this navigator. Okay, now I activate this 2K main composition, and from this project panel I just drag my zoom window over here, and I just move these things over here, and I resize this thing. Okay, so now when I move my navigator over here, you can see the proper zoom window. Now why I use this 2K image, so I don't get the I don't need to calculate the ratio and all those stuff. Okay, now the second thing, how you deal with this zoom thing. So for that, what I have to do, I just select my navigator in my main composition and I create one controller, expression controller and slider controller. Okay, and I name it as, just enter key and name it to zoom. Okay, and even I just right click over here because right now my zoom range is 0 to 100. So I just right click over here, edit value, and I set my range to 1 to 4 because I have 8K image and my original content is 2K. So I can easily set it and my default value is 1. Okay, now for the zooming purpose I have to move to zoom window, and here I have to create one null object. Okay, and I have to parent this layer to null1. So now my null1 is parent of this particular layer. Now I select this null, I press S to open scale. In 2K composition, I have to open this slider and I just click on this scale property. So I alt and click on stopwatch of this scale property to open the expression editor, and here I write value, that is your by default value, or you can easily write 100, but I prefer to write value. So it call the default value of this property without expression and multiply with, I use this picker again and I call the slider value of this zoom controller that I just created. Okay, now I reset this viewport because now whatever I need to apply expression in this zoom window is over. So I reset this viewport. Okay, again I go to 2K main controller. What I have to do, I go to scale of my navigator because I have to apply same thing, because if this thing is increasing, for example if I increase these things, so meanwhile you can decrease the size of your navigator. So for that what I have to do, I just click on scale property of my navigator. So here again I have to write value and divide this value with this slider thing. Okay, so whenever you do these things, now you see your image become little blur. Even if you use 8K image, still your image look little blurry. So for that what I have to do, I just go to zoom window composition, and here I toggle switch, and here you can click on this particular collapse transformation. So it calls the proper value of that pre-composition. So now you can see the clear view of that particular zoom content. So now you can easily move the stuff, you can design some good motion graphics and all the stuff. So this is the simple way to create that search navigator for your some motion graphics. Thank you for watching this tutorial. See you soon with another tutorial.